A kickoff is brought to you by Carlsberg, part of the game.
Hey, welcome to Carlsberg kickoff from 20 to 4. That's right, we are in the semi-finals of the competition. Both sides know they're just one win away from a cracking day out at the final. Who's going to make it through today? Let's catch up with our two teams. And first off to my right, their captain, Paul Walsh. Hello, Paul.
Andy, yeah, you're right.
Are you nervous?
I am a little bit, funny enough, because, you know, we've been with these guys now for a long time. You get to know them. You know, they've put a lot of effort into what's going on, and now we're at the real cutting edge of things, where it's getting the real nitty gritty, and you don't want to let them down.
Absolutely. Who is your team today, please?
We've got Pi and Chet, the Thai Reds, and you know, we've been stood here a few times before, so we know each other reasonably well now. Hopefully, I can, you know, keep it together and help them get through.
All right, well, the very best of luck to you. Let's meet your opponents for today. They are captained by John Beresford. Hello, John.
I'm very, very well, Andy. Yourself?
I'm very well, thanks. Now, what about pre-match meals? I mean, it's a massive encounter today. What have you had to eat before this?
It's funny you say that, because you do when you go up for a big game. You know, the butterflies start and you want something easy. I would always go for you know, the old boiled chicken, bit of pasta, some baked beans, and always a bite of Mars bar just before I went out. Bit of sugar, bit of glucose. So we're similar today. Had some baked beans today, a bit of toast. You know, because I don't want to let these guys down. These guys know the stuff. It's going to be a great game ahead. And as I say, it's a team game and I'm a big part of it. So I am a little bit nervous.
Please introduce us to your team.
Pratt on my right and Jeet on my left. And they're the youngsters of this competition. So hopefully I'm the old head to just keep them in check.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be absolutely thrilling today as I invite Cheat and Chet to play great goals.
We didn't expect to get through the semi-final, but maybe we can win.
Well, we are 2 wins away from the title, but those 2 wins are going to be the toughest and the most important ones. So can't let down our guard and have to keep working hard for it.
I'm with Chet and Jeet. Now, Jeet, if you do manage to get to Liverpool, which side will you be cheering for?
If it's Liverpool against some other team except Aston Villa, then I guess I will be cheering for Liverpool. Because I like them a lot, especially Stevie G.
Excellent stuff, mate. Let's catch up with Chet. What are your hobbies, Chet?
Internet searching is my first priority, and sometimes playing guitar with my brother and hanging out in the nightlife with my friends.
Very nice. You play the guitar, do you?
Yes.
Very well?
Not quite well.
Oh, okay, well, let's hope you're better at spotting who scored this great goal. Jeet.
Steven Gerrard.
David, I'm going to have to take your first answer, I'm afraid to say. Chet, who scored that, please?
Steven Gerrard.
It is Steven Gerrard. For a bonus point, which player succeeded Gerrard as the UEFA Champions League most valuable player?
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho is the right answer. Well done. Here comes your second great goal. Chet.
Simão Sabrosa.
Excellent answer. Well done. Before joining Barcelona, which club did Sabrosa play for?
Sporting Lisbon.
Sporting Lisbon is the right answer. Well done. A cracking start for the Thai Reds. A clean sweep. Let me invite Pratik and Pai to continue with great goals.
The Willian is a very good team. They beat a lot of good teams. Jeet and Pratt, a lot of football knowledge, but me too. The best man will win.
Thai Reds, Pai and Chet. You ask any question to Pai in quick fire at least. Zap, there's the answer from Pai next second. I think it will be tough to tackle him in the quick fire round at least. But we are the villains. We're up against them. Should be a good semi-final.
I'm now with Pi and Pratik. I've had Chet and Jeet and now Pi and Pratik. It's going to be a busy day for me today. If you do manage to win this competition, Pratik, and I know you're confident, how will it change your life, or will it?
I'm sure it would, you know. You'd become a cult figure amongst your friends. You get some respect from them. And hopefully it leads me to make some girlfriends.
I tell you what, one guy who's pulling out all the stops to get a girlfriend is Pi. You're looking very smart. I like your hairstyle. I like your shirt.
Yeah, you think? I'm confident that I'm one of the most good-looking contestants.
All right, well, let's see if you're one of the most knowledgeable contestants as we play Great Goals. Pi.
Gaisca Mendieta.
Correct. Mendieta played for Spain in the 2002 World Cup. How far did Spain advance in that tournament?
2002 World Cup quarter-final.
Quarterfinals is absolutely spot on. Well done. You like that one, Paul?
Take that one out of the hat.
Oh, brilliant.
Would you have got that, Pratik?
Yeah. A little slow on the buzzer.
Here comes your second great goal. Pi.
Robert Pires.
It is. Poor Pratik.
Oh my God.
For a bonus question, Perez began his career at which French club?
Olympique Marseille.
Olympique Marseille is not the right answer. I can throw it across to Pratik for a bonus point and to get your team off the march in this semi-final.
PSG?
PSG it's not, it's Metz. Time now to call down the captains as we continue with great goals. John Beresford, your team has 0 points.
I know, not what we wanted. As I say, it's still early days. Shame on that one. I remember playing against Mr. Perez at Metz, so that would have been nice if it had fell for me on that one.
Let's see if you get a question that is up your street today. Here comes your first great goal. Paul.
Sugar.
Joey Barton.
It is Joey Barton, well done. Barton's first goal for Manchester City came against which London club?
Spurs.
Correct.
That was
Great
a guess.
guess.
That was a guess as well, yeah.
Here comes your second great goal. John.
Craig Bellamy.
Correct. What?
No, go on.
Give us something.
For a bonus point, which player succeeded Bellamy as PFA Young Player of the Year?
Ooh, toughie.
Wayne Rooney.
Incorrect. I can throw it across to Paul.
Just trying to think. Sean Wright-Phillips.
It wasn't. It was another Tottenham player, actually, Jermaine Jenas. So what has that done to the scores? Here's Paula.
Is a shock on the cards, Andy. A brilliant great goals by the Thai Reds means that the villains are up against it already as they trail by 9-1.
Hey, many thanks to everybody that's entered the SMS competition here on Carlsberg Kickoff. Are you a winner? Well, last week's answer was C, Keith Gillespie. And if you can see your name, you are a winner, so well done to you. Hope you enjoy your PSP. If you want to win, tell us. Who scored this great goal? Was it A, Leon Osman, B, James McFadden, or C, Stephen Gerrard? There's the numbers on your screen. You know what to do, so get entering, and the very best of luck to you. So 8 points in it at the moment. The Thai Reds are making for a slightly lopsided affair at the moment. Can the Villains get back into this one? Long shot is after this.
Carlsberg Kickoff is brought to you by Carlsberg, part of the game.
Welcome back to the second part of Carlsberg Kickoff. We're well and truly into the semi-final here. And who would have predicted such a score after the first great goals round? The Thai Reds are leading the Villains by 8 points, but anything can happen in long shot as we ask our two teams to gamble some points. Paul, who's making your draw?
Yeah, Pie's going to go and do the honours for us, Andy.
Here's Paul with the categories.
Will the Thai Reds be taken out to the flanks to deal with some wingers in today's draw? Or perhaps some great comebacks is something these Liverpool fans would know more about.
To date, please make your draw. Thank you very much. Please rejoin your teammates, and I can tell you, you have drawn ball number 3, which is World Cup teams.
Hey, get in there.
Jack.
Right, so what are we doing now then? Because we were thinking about being
5.
conservative.
5. Nobody's done a 5.
I was talking about 2 points and just keeping it going. You want to up it or?
As we are in the lead, we don't have to take much risk. So 3 points.
Don't get all cautious on me.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 points.
3 points okay.
3?
I think.
3.
You could kill this game off right now.
It's tempting.
Just 3.
Could let him back in as well.
Looks like we're not going to convince them it's 3, Andy.
For 3 points. In which year did England make their World Cup debut?
50 have no World Cup.
1950.
Yes. 40 or 60.
Yeah, I think 30. You should try.
If they don't answer,
Yeah,
there'll be a World Cup coming.
Eh?
Would you like a cup of tea?
Well, we don't know, so we've got. I mean, the logic I'm following is that we invented the game in England, and we must have been involved in the first World Cup, which was 1930. So 1930.
It's twisted logic, and it's wrong. All right, that's made the game very interesting. John, who's making your draw?
Well, it was going to be Jeep, but after you taking David and Stephen Gerrard off him, he would have hit you over the head with a ball. So I'm going to send Pratt to make for your safety, mate.
Here's Paula with the categories.
The Villains need a kind draw here to get back in the game. Wonder Wayne Rooney might be an easier topic, but legends of La Liga and oldest clubs look like a couple to avoid.
Do for me, please make your draw. A lucky tap of the balls. Please return to your teammates. I can tell you, you have drawn ball number 4, which is Super Spurs.
Super Spurs. Yeah? You happy with that? Do you just want to get 2 points, mate? I know, you don't give us that look. You know, when there's pressure up here, mate, let's just try and peg them back.
For 2 points, who was the sporting director who defected from Spurs to Chelsea?
Frank Arneson.
It is Frank Arneson for a very measly 2 points. Well done.
He wasn't even going to let me answer just in case I got the first name wrong.
Let's move on to the grid. Right. How many points are you willing to gamble, guys?
It's changing. 2 points.
Unbelievable tactics
2 points,
here.
very
Long
conservative.
shot.
Straight in there, Pie.
Let us remove 12 squares. Let us remove 12 squares for 2 points.
Oh, I know that.
You sure? Yeah.
You got that, yeah?
You are. I think you should.
Cheeky.
He's your age, you said.
Yeah.
He's a lot older than me, if you don't mind.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, I'm not being funny, he actually did Walsh's boots. He was his apprentice.
You got worse hair than I used to have. Pat Jennings.
It is Pat Jennings. Well done. Excellent stuff for 2 points. Guys, you can gamble some points. You can get yourselves back into this game.
But we're going to go for 2 points.
Okay, for 2 points, let us remove 12 squares.
Not for me. Oof. No. It's not coming to me at all, I'll be honest with you. No. Gee, that's tough. Sir Bobby has a bigger sweep over, but I don't think Sir Bobby that. Nah. I can't give you too much out there as well.
That is a lot of work for 2 points, guys.
It is as well. Can you believe it?
Okay, I'm going to have to press you for an answer, please.
Have a guess.
We're going to throw Sir Bobby Charlton.
Sir Bobby Charlton is not the right answer. Any takers?
Sir Matt Busby, is
It is, yes. Well done.
Jeez.
Brilliant stuff. Here's Paula with the scores.
11-3 to the Thai Reds after long shot. This round didn't help the Villains in their comeback, so it's still all to do.
So, can the Villains turn it around in the final segment of Carlsberg Kickoff? A place in the final awaits the winners of today's episode. We'll see you in a bit.
Carlsberg Kickoff is brought to you by Carlsberg, part of the game.
Welcome back to the final part of Carlsberg Kickoff in this first semi-final. And what a time to lose. You've come so far in the competition, you really do not want to be knocked out. I reckon we could well see tears for the first time in this season's Carlsberg Kickoff. Let's see if I'm right as I call down John and Paul to play quickfire.
The captains are first up in quickfire with all the pressure on John. 8 points adrift, the Villains need a top effort from Bez to have any chance. Will Paul ease up?
No pressure, guys, but this is where it's at. All of a sudden it's come down to the first semi-final. The weight of expectation is huge. 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Which club did goalkeeper Paul Robinson play for before Tottenham? Paul. Too slow, Leeds United. Which club did John Terry go to on loan in John?
Nottingham Forest.
Correct. Ricardo Carvalho has played for 2 clubs, Chelsea and which other? John.
Porto.
Correct. Which player is Tottenham's record appearance holder? Paul.
Steve Perriman.
Correct. Which English club did Luis Boamorte first play for? John.
Arsenal.
Correct. How many appearances have Brazil made in the World Cup? It's 18. Which country is West Ham's owner from? John.
Iceland.
Correct. Who is Chelsea's chief executive? Paul.
Peter Kenyon.
Correct. In which country was Antoine Sibierski born? The answer is France, and time is up. A very exciting quick fire round with John Beresford getting his team back into it. 2 points the difference now.
Well, I can only do my best, and it's up to the lads now to take us over the finish line.
Okay, let's call down the next 2 competitors, Chet and Jeet, as we play quickfire.
That's a bit more like it. Chet only scored 2 points last time and Jeet scored 4. The same score now would even it up in this contest. Let's see what happens.
Wow, that first round from the captains was good for your team.
Yeah, it really was. Now just 2 points. Let's see what I can do.
How are you feeling?
It's not bad for Paul. I always appreciate him.
Oh, bless you. Well, you didn't do particularly well for your team. Let's see if you can make up for it, as we have 60 seconds on the clock. And your time starts now. Can you name Aaron Lennon's first club? Chet.
Leeds United.
Correct. In which year did Aaron Lennon make his England debut? It was 2006. Which Senegalese striker plays for Wigan? Chet.
Henri Camara.
Correct. Spanish coach Luis Aragonés spent most of his playing career at which club? It was Atletico Madrid. Which country did Henri Michel coach at the 2006 World Cup? It was Ivory Coast. Which country did Branko Ivankovic coach at the 2006 World Cup? It was Iran. What is Poland's best finish at a World Cup? Jeet.
Third position.
Correct. Can you name the country that Jacob Kuhn coached at the 2000? That is it. Time is up. Chet did very well. 4 points the difference now, as I call down Pratik and Pai to play the final round of Quickfire.
So 2 of the competition's sharpshooters face off in a winner-takes-all finale. Pai and Pratt have consistently proved themselves in this round. Who will claim the spot in the final?
Thailand against India. Pai against Pratik. Mano a mano. 60 seconds is the difference between you and an appearance in the final. How are you feeling?
Good. A bit nervous. But even he is.
Pai looks confident to me.
Let's see.
I've got a feeling Pratik's going to break down if he doesn't get through to the final. Best of luck to you guys. 60 seconds on the clock for the final time in this semi-final of Carlsberg kickoff. As I say, let's start. What is Alvaro Recoba's nickname? It's El Chino. Can you name the oldest player to score in a World Pratik?
Roger Mia.
Correct. Giovanni Trapattoni played for which club? Pratik.
AC Milan.
Correct. 2 teams play in the Rome derby. Pratik.
Lazio and Roma.
Incorrect. Lazio is the answer. Which Japanese midfielder played for Roma when Pi?
Hidetoshi Nakata.
Correct. Which club won the last European Cup Winners' Cup? It was Lazio. Can you name the last English club to win the European Cup Winners' Pi?
Chelsea.
Correct. Which country won the first match in World Cup history? Pratik.
Uruguay.
Incorrect. France. Which ESPN pundit is a former captain of Malaysia? The answer is Chevy Singh. The time is up. We do have our winners going through to the final. Here's Paula with the scores.
Congratulations to Chet and Pi, who make it to the final and move one step closer to Anfield. Bad luck to the villains, who head back to India, having played a fantastic part in this year's Carlsberg kickoff.
So very tight at the end. That question about Lazio and Roma, I was giving the Roma as one of the clubs and we needed just Lazio.
The guys have dived in a couple of times and they'll be sort of having nightmares over it. But do you know what? They've been an absolute credit to the competition. They've been absolutely brilliant. And I'll tell you something, they'll definitely be back.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey guys, fantastic. Yeah. Into the final.
Yeah, we had a great start. We got that little bit of a lead and it was just a case of hanging on to it. Bez clawed back, in the first quick fire round against me, which put the pressure on these guys a little bit. But Chet did absolutely brilliant, and Pi clung on and done fantastically well. There's some difficult questions, brilliant.
Hey, the next semi-final is sure to be a cracker as well. Catalonian Nation take on the Anfield Raiders. If you fancy a little bit more of Carlsberg Kickoff, go to our website espnstart.com, but make sure you tune in to see who makes the finals next time out. We can't kick off without you.
Carlsberg Kickoff was brought to you by Carlsberg, part of the game.